Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. How many of you expect to be able to make millions of dollars in profits specifically from XRP? I'm willing to bet that it's a fair number of you out there. And I think it's the case, just trying to be realistic here, that most people that end up holding XRP are never going to achieve that. But I don't say that to be a downer, I'm just a realist. But the neat thing is, and I think this is incredibly empowering, is that it's possible for that to happen. There is true opportunity in crypto, and in my opinion, it's the best asset class to invest for regular people to achieve life-changing wealth. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that there isn't a downside. Like I just said, I don't think most people make it when it comes to investing in crypto, and I do think that a lot of that really has to do with us being our own worst enemies when it comes to investing. So there's certainly potential, there's lots of risk in crypto, for sure. But on the flip side, there's also tremendous opportunity. And so I was looking at this article, like here's the headline from the Crypto Basic. To make $1 million, $5 million, $10 million with XRP at $1, here's how much you need to accumulate. Do you see headlines like this when it comes to just, stocks? Like pick any stock. Do you see this with Apple? Do you see this with Facebook? And I know that those stocks have already run. They have made a lot of people rich. But my point being, like, there's a different mindset when it comes to crypto. And again, yes, I totally would accept it. You can make the argument, I agree, where there's a lot of crap out there. There's a lot of there are scams. There are absolute scammers. It's risky. People are still getting used to the technology. But again, I also want to acknowledge that there's incredible opportunity. I believe it's firmly the case with XRP. That's why you see these types of headlines out here. That's why I'm here, because there is an opportunity for life-changing wealth. Isn't that why you guys are here? I mean, do you think that there's about the same opportunity as investing in stocks? Because I sure as hell don't. Although, speaking of stocks, look at this headline here. From the Crypto Basics, should you buy Ripple stock or invest in XRP? Experts weigh in. And so I haven't really ever talked about this too much over the years. I've been on this channel almost 5 years now. And I haven't talked about this topic too much. So I thought I'd share with you some thoughts on this. Based on how I set up this intro, I'm willing to bet that a lot of you could guess what my opinion is on this. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so look, personally, I've always believed that owning XRP is way more enticing than owning stock in Ripple. And why? Because the crypto asset class offers more opportunity for life-changing wealth than any other asset class in general, and XRP is one of the most useful and adopted cryptocurrencies on the entire planet. I'm interested in, me personally, so I'm interested in researching and selecting individual cryptocurrencies to purchase, but I'm less interested in doing so with stocks. Because look, if I'm going to swing for the fences in general when it comes to investing, crypto is the place to do it. So I'm sure that there are plenty of people listening here that'll pick individual cryptos, individual stocks, and that's fine. That's not a critique of that. Just the way that I look at it, it's like if I'm going to spend a lot of time researching and looking into something, I'm going to do it where I think I'm going to get the most bang for my buck, and that's clearly with crypto. When it comes to for me anyway, and not that this is the perfectly right or wrong way, it's just how I personally look at it. When it comes to investing in equities, for example, I'm just more interested in going along the line like index funds, which is incredibly boring, and I understand that. But, there's a lot of history there. It's tried and true. It just works. As long as you hold over a long period of time, look at the history of the stock market for over 100 years, and you can kind of figure out what works. And the returns, they actually can be life-changing, but over a longer period of time. So, not that it's necessarily bad if you want to try picking individual stocks, but I'm just saying, me personally, I'm way more interested in picking individual cryptocurrencies. And this is why I'm so excited for XRP and have been for almost 6 years now, ever since I jumped into crypto. And that's why I was saying at the outset, the fact that we have articles talking about what it takes to make millions of dollars with XRP, in fact, it's not absurd to consider such a proposition. That says it all. You're not going to see that. So my broader point, I don't know if I was articulate enough when I was trying to make it earlier at the outset of the video, but the point I'm trying to make is that it's not crazy to have articles like this. It's because it's well understood. Some of the smartest, wealthiest, most visionary people on the entire planet think XRP makes sense. And crypto in general, you can say that too, fine. You don't see this you don't see this with the stock market. Not that there can't be individual stocks that make people wildly wealthy, and that opportunity is still real and it's still there. I'm just saying, broadly speaking, there's much greater opportunity for quick life-changing wealth. And I admit, like I said, certainly tons of risk, and most people aren't going to make it. But for regular people like you and me in general, you don't see people talking this way about stocks. We talk about it as it pertains to crypto, because otherwise the opportunity scarcely exists. And so, we're witnessing the greatest opportunity for life-changing wealth in history. And so when it comes to purchasing stock in Ripple, the company, and in the United States, you must be an accredited investor to do so. But when it comes to purchasing stock in Ripple or investing in XRP, what makes the most sense from a financial perspective? And I think this is a fun topic of conversation, and I probably said a few blurbs here or there about it, but I thought I'd expand upon this a little bit because I really never had before. So I thought it would make for a fun little Sunday video here. So the headline here from the Crypto Basics: should you buy Ripple stock or invest in XRP? Experts weigh in. Taking to X. Oh wait, actually I have to start up here. Panos Mekros, the author of Understanding the Crypto Economy, recently sparked a discussion on the investment options between Ripple stock and XRP. And I will pause to note that Panos is, in my mind, one of the great thinkers in the XRP community. He understands things. He fights back against hype. That's my jam. Like, that's my type of person out there. Anybody that wants to just to speak, within the realm of reality, which I think is sufficiently exciting. I firmly believe there's tons of excitement here without the hype. Yeah, I can totally get behind that. Anyway, and then the piece continues. Taking to X, Mekros offered a perspective on the investment option that will prove more fruitful between the two based on each person's conviction. In particular, the crypto author suggested that individuals with a stronger faith in Ripple and its business model should consider investing in the company's shares. On the other hand, Mekros recommended investing in XRP for those who have more confidence in the XRP ecosystem and the XRP ledger blockchain. Yeah, so, I'll never forget this. When I jumped into crypto in 2017 and I was talking to all sorts of people about it, I had friends of mine that were telling me, the crypto thing, it sounds too risky. And some people were suggesting to me, why don't you just, if you want exposure to it, why don't you just invest in companies that are invested in crypto in general? Just invest in stocks that are invested in crypto. And I'm just sitting there, I was like, internally I was just dying inside. I was already brand new to crypto. I was like, how does that make any sense? It's like you don't actually, you don't think it's going to make it. So you're not going to put your money in the real stuff. But you're going to have something that touches it so that if you don't make it, then you lose it all. And if crypto does make it, then you get a little bit. You'll get less than you otherwise would. That's how I kind of looked at it in terms of investing in general. And so not that it's bad to necessarily invest in companies in the world of crypto. I'm just saying, if you want to swing for the fences and you recognize the life-changing opportunity that crypto offers, then, to me, that's like sitting on the sidelines. And some people will invest in both, and I have no qualms with that either. And I'm not telling you to buy or sell anything. You guys do whatever you want. I'm just sharing some general thoughts here. But that's why when it comes to Ripple, I personally, I don't own any Ripple stock. I own XRP. And I'm not against, I think it's probably going to be worth way more in the future, but I'm just saying, if I'm going to put my money somewhere where I believe there's going to be a great multiplier effect, it's going to be in crypto. It's going to be XRP. Nothing, but see, I'm not really much of a stock picker. I think that's mostly what, and some of you will be, and that's fine. I really don't have any critiques of that. There's no perfect right or wrong way to approach investing, not explicitly, and so that's the way that I look at it here. But no, even if Ripple takes off, do you really think that's going to outpace XRP? And XRP is at the core of Ripple's business model? Because I'm not seeing it. I just don't think so personally. And so here's a post on X from Panos. Ripple stock or XRP? If you believe more in Ripple and their business model, then go for Ripple stock. If you believe more in XRP/XRP Ledger, which is a universal digital asset used for multiple use cases and a tech that anyone can use and build upon, go for XRP. Yeah, and so, again, different strokes for different folks. Totally agree with that. And Flare Community account on X responded and wrote, I imagine Ripple is a safe bet. Years from now, I have no doubt they'll be a powerhouse. XRP is riskier, in my opinion, but with high risk comes potentially high rewards. If I was an accredited investor, I would own both. Yeah, and so I can get behind that concept for sure. I'm certainly optimistic for Ripple stock. I don't own any. But when it comes to XRP, this is where I'm expecting things to go absolutely ballistic. Like, I'm just imagining if I dollar cost averaged into Ripple over the same time period with the same amount of money that I dollar cost averaged into XRP, and then you fast forward X number of years during the next bull run, what do you think's going to be worth more? Realistically. I'm just saying, man. It's I would suppose it's XRP. And then Panos responded and said, yes, Ripple is a safer bet and will probably have a steady growth. But if you're going for the returns, then I would go for XRP. Yeah, spot on. Totally agree with that. Somebody else wrote to him and said, I think the best bang for your buck scenario is XRP, given its current price and the potential appreciation hereafter. Thoughts? And Panos wrote, I agree. In my opinion, XRP has much bigger expected returns for the obvious reasons. Ripple is just one company. But XRP Ledger is where potentially thousands of companies will build upon with millions of users. Yeah, exactly. And then on top of that, just imagine as more and more people jump in, the amount of money that's going to flow into crypto, and then a piece of that makes its way to XRP. That's what I believe is likely to happen. And that's why when you see that almost nobody being in crypto in 2017, and then in early 2018, XRP ran almost $4, well, what do you think happens when there's like a crazy multiplier of that number of people in crypto? And then XRP is still towards the top in terms of market cap. See, I think it goes nuts eventually. So that's why I'm here. However long it takes, I'm here for it. And somebody else wrote, why not both? And Panos said, both is good. But it's mostly where to invest more, as many people seem to be confused and believe more in Ripple and rely solely on them and their business model for XRP. So for them, it should probably be better to invest more into Ripple stock. Yeah, and that's a fair enough comment for sure. I'm not counting on Ripple for XRP to be successful, not in its entirety. So for anybody that's new and hasn't heard, my perspective in a nutshell is that every developer that's finding success on the XRP ledger, it matters. It will help with XRP's long-term viability and positive price action. So if Ripple's going to find success, I think over the long term that will be a part of it, even though right now XRP is really just mirroring whatever Bitcoin is doing directionally in terms of price action. But yeah, I think all of that matters. Because what I'm saying here, another way to word it is, a cryptocurrency that's part of a healthy ecosystem, those are the ones that rise in price. Right, that seems like a no. Now, and I understand, there's a lot of question mark as to what's valuable, but that'll get shaken out over time. I'm just optimistic that there's a spot for XRP there. So you guys let me know what you think about that. I just thought it was a fun little topic for a Sunday, but both are great. There's no right or wrong answer. That's what's so interesting about it. It's more about what is the approach that you individually think makes the most sense. And so for me, when it comes to stocks, I'm more interested in boring old index funds. When it comes to crypto, that's where the excitement is. Yeah, I'm picking some winners and losers here. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.